Once upon a time, in a cozy seaside village, a group of brave sailors set off on a thrilling adventure. As they sailed across the vast ocean, they faced big waves and strong winds, guided by the moonlight. Suddenly, they heard a strange voice coming from the sea, telling them to gather stones using their nets. Feeling a bit scared, the sailors followed the voice's instructions and scooped up the stones from the ocean. When the sun rose, they couldn't believe their eyes. The ordinary stones had turned into beautiful pearls, shining brightly in the morning light. The sailors were amazed and happy about their unexpected discovery, but they also wished they had collected more pearls. As they sailed on, they thought about the lesson they learned from their magical encounter with the sea. The lesson? Take chances when you can. Don't settle for less. It's not about how much you have, but about going after your dreams. So, will you take risks and chase your dreams, or let opportunities slip away? Imagine your life as a grand architectural project, not of cement or steel, but of language. Every word spoken, every thought expressed, constructs the towering edifice of your self-esteem and self-image. You're not bound by the limitations of the past. Rather, you possess the incredible ability to reshape your identity, to craft a narrative that resonates with your true essence. Reflect on your lineage, the intricate tapestry of family dynamics woven through generations. While imperfections may linger, remember that the power of communication can break the cycle of old paradigms. Parents, like architects of old, learn as they build, and fostering open dialogue within your familial sphere can foster understanding and growth. In the annals of history, power once resided in the hands of landowners and the affluent. But today, the true currency lies in knowledge. Yet knowledge alone is not enough. Its potency emerges when shared through effective communication. Embrace the evolution of thought and the exchange of ideas as vehicles for personal and collective advancement. Just as nature evolves, so too does the human spirit. Challenges serve as the crucible through which we forge resilience and fortitude. Envision life as a grand ascent, each obstacle a summit to conquer, each goal a peak to scale. With communication as your guide and determination as your compass, you can ascend towards the zenith of your aspirations. As we journey through life, one of the most vital tools we acquire is the art of dialogue. It's about more than just speaking. It's about truly connecting, understanding, and being understood. Allow me to introduce you to a unique dialogue model I've crafted, one that's as innovative as it is effective. Picture this: I hand you 3 pearls, one at a time, over the course of a few weeks. If we were to meet again months later, chances are you'd struggle to recall where each pearl ended up. Perhaps one was lost to carelessness, another forgotten, and only the third kept safe but misplaced. Ever found yourself hiding something so well from yourself that you couldn't find it later? We've all been there. Now imagine I give you those same pearls, along with a length of nylon thread, instructing you to fashion them into a necklace and wear it close to your heart. When we reunite months later, you'd confidently declare, "They're here, transformed into a necklace I wear proudly." These pearls symbolize ideas, countless potentialities waiting to be realized. Yet, without a solid execution plan, even the greatest idea can falter. That's where the dialogue model comes in. It's about more than just exchanging words. It's about aligning minds and hearts to ensure ideas come to fruition. Let's delve into the distinction between hearing and truly listening. While our ears detect sounds, it's our minds that actively engage in listening. Picture this: you're at a cafe, ordering your favorite latte, but the barista hands you a cappuccino instead. In that moment, the barista is merely hearing your order, operating at a surface level, where true connection is absent. Now imagine preparing to embark on a hiking trip, only to learn that your guide has never set foot on a trail. Would you feel confident in their leadership? Just as navigating life requires more than just knowing the map, effective communication demands more than just speaking. It requires a deep understanding and connection. Reflect on the people in your community. Some may have excelled academically but struggle to find their footing in the real world, while others, with average grades, flourish as leaders and innovators. What sets them apart? Their ability to engage in meaningful dialogue, to listen attentively, and to respond thoughtfully to the world around them. Now, let's explore this dialogue model together, beginning with the basic exchange of words, then progressing to mutual understanding and ultimately to heartfelt connection. But before we proceed, it's vital to acknowledge that genuine connection cannot be forced or feigned. It stems from a place of empathy, understanding, and authentic engagement. Consider a mentor imparting wisdom to their mentee without truly listening to their concerns or aspirations. Such one-sided communication often leads to frustration and disengagement. Effective dialogue requires not only speaking, but also active listening and genuine empathy. Mentors, in particular, must strive to bridge the generation gap and establish meaningful connections with their mentees. In every interaction, whether in a classroom or a boardroom, it's crucial to consider the perspectives and needs of others. Just as a tailor crafts a bespoke suit to fit their client perfectly, effective communication should be tailored to resonate with its audience. Imagine us sitting together for lunch, and I share a story with you. This story isn't just for entertainment. It holds a deeper meaning that can be applied beyond our lunch table. Let's say you're considering hiring me as a consultant, and you ask about my fees. If I quote a high price and you question why it's so expensive, it's not just about the service I offer. It's about the wealth of experience and knowledge I bring to the table. By sharing this story, I'm preparing your mind to understand my perspective through the metaphor within the narrative. Those skilled in the art of dialogue often utilize metaphors to convey complex ideas. Politicians who win elections and priests who deliver sermons that resonate with congregations are adept storytellers. When we tell stories, it allows the listener's critical mind to relax, making it easier to absorb the message embedded within. The key is to ensure that the message aligns with the listener's mindset. Using appropriate language is another crucial aspect of effective communication. For instance, if a doctor speaks in complicated medical jargon that a patient can't understand, it creates a barrier to effective communication. Similarly, lawyers who inundate clients with complex legal terminology may alienate them. Communication should be accessible and tailored to the understanding of the listener. Perception plays a significant role in communication. What we intend to convey may not always be what the other person understands. If you pride yourself on being a great salesperson, but your sales figures don't reflect that, it's essential to reassess your approach. Perhaps your language isn't resonating with customers, or you're missing the power of metaphors and storytelling to engage them effectively. Let's take a metaphorical example: a father engaging in dialogue with his son. By the end of the conversation, the son feels inspired to act on his father's suggestions. It's an invitation to embrace the wisdom offered by life's experiences. Now, let's touch on a crucial concept for success: perception. We're judged by three things: our appearance, what we say, and how we say it. Effective communication plays a pivotal role in shaping these perceptions. Without it, many individuals find themselves stagnant in life. Communication is the lifeblood of society, as it's through dialogue that information gains value and meaning. Life is like a cake with various ingredients, and we've begun exploring the aspects of self-esteem and communication. But let's broaden our focus a bit. To all the young people watching, remember that youth is a mindset. regardless of age. Maintaining a forward-thinking mindset keeps our energy vibrant and our goals within reach. Just as an hourglass symbolizes the past, present, and future, let's cherish the present as a gift from above. Let's talk about how the look of my store might make some people feel nervous about coming inside. The fancy decorations might seem nice, but they could scare away people who just want to browse. When we talk to others, it's important to think about what they would like, not just what we like ourselves. Imagine this. A guy in Sao Paulo invites his twin brother to a dinner at a pizza place, thinking his brother likes pizza too. But it turns out his brother hates pizza and feels sick just being there. This shows why it's important to consider what others like when we talk to them. Sometimes when we talk, it's like we're just talking to ourselves. To have a good conversation, we need to make sure the other person is involved too. We can do this by making sure what we say is interesting to them and by using stories and examples to help them understand. Life is all about the here and now. It's about living in the moment, fully present and engaged. But have you ever noticed how many people seem to be constantly distracted by technology, the clock, or their buzzing phones? They're so caught up in the rush of everyday life that they forget to stop and appreciate the present moment. And then they wonder why they feel sick, tired, or unable to focus on simple things like reading a book. Let's think about time for a moment. Imagine an hourglass. The sand that hasn't fallen represents the future. The falling sand is the present, and the sand that has already fallen is the past. You've probably heard that the past shapes the present and the future, but did you know that the future can also influence the present? Think about it this way. If you book a trip around the world for a month from now, suddenly the present becomes more exciting. Even though the trip hasn't happened yet, just knowing it's coming up can bring joy to your present moment. Sometimes the anticipation of an event can be even better than the event itself. Now let's consider how the present can shape the past. I once met an elderly lady going through a tough divorce. She and her husband used to spend weekends at their farm, but after a tragic event, she couldn't bear to visit anymore. By shifting her perspective and seeing the past in a new light, she was able to return to the farm and save her marriage. While we can't change what's already happened, we can change how we perceive it. Remember, everything that's happened in our lives has led us to this moment. Our future is full of possibilities, and it's up to us to shape it. We're the only creatures on Earth with the ability to think about the future, so let's make the most of it. Let's shift our focus to the future, because that's where we'll be spending the rest of our lives. If we hold on to grudges from the past, we limit our potential for the future. Maybe someone hurt you in the past, and you're still holding on to that hurt. But forgiveness isn't just an act of kindness, it's also a smart choice. When we refuse to forgive, we're only hurting ourselves. It's like holding on to a hot coal and waiting for someone else to get burned. By forgiving those who have wronged us, whether it's our parents or someone else, we free ourselves from that burden and make space for a brighter future. Once upon a time in a bustling kingdom, there lived a humble blacksmith named Marcus. Marcus was known throughout the land for his exceptional skill in crafting swords and armor. His creations were renowned for their quality and durability, and warriors from far and wide sought out his services. One day, the king of the realm announced a grand tournament to find the kingdom's greatest warrior. The winner would be granted a handsome reward and the honor of serving as the king's personal guard. Excited by the opportunity to showcase his skills, Marcus decided to enter the tournament. As the tournament commenced, Marcus faced fierce competition from seasoned warriors and battle-hardened knights. Despite being outnumbered and outmatched, Marcus relied on his superior craftsmanship and unwavering determination to prevail. In each round of the tournament, Marcus's skill with the sword and armor proved to be his greatest asset. His finely crafted weapons and sturdy armor provided him with an edge over his opponents, allowing him to emerge victorious time and time again. As the final battle approached, Marcus found himself facing the kingdom's most formidable warrior, Sir Roland. Sir Roland was known for his strength and prowess on the battlefield, and many believed him to be unbeatable. Undeterred by the challenge ahead, Marcus entered the arena with confidence. His trusty sword gleaming in the sunlight, the battle raged on for hours, with neither combatant willing to back down. In the end, it was Marcus's skill and precision that ultimately secured his victory, as he delivered a decisive blow that sent Sir Roland to his knees. With the tournament won and the kingdom's greatest warrior crowned, Marcus was hailed as a hero throughout the land. His remarkable skill and dedication had not only earned him the king's favor, but also cemented his legacy as a master of his craft. From that day forward, Marcus's success served as a testament to the power of skill and perseverance in achieving one's goals. His story inspired countless others to hone their talents and pursue their dreams with unwavering determination, proving that with skill and dedication, anything is possible. Let me share a story with you. Once, a writer living by the seaside met a young man throwing starfish back into the ocean. When the writer questioned the effectiveness of his efforts, given the many starfish on the beach, the young man simply replied, "It made a difference to this one," as he tossed another starfish into the sea. Each starfish he saved mattered, even if it seemed insignificant in the grand scheme of things. This video might not be able to help everyone, but if it makes a difference in just one person's life, it's already worth it to me. If you feel like this video made a difference to you, leave a comment saying so. I don't know how you'll apply what you've learned today, but remember, every little bit counts when you have a big heart. I hope new opportunities unfold for you, and may you always find guidance from a higher power lighting your path. Now, you'll see 2 more videos filled with wisdom on your screen. Click on them and watch them now.